note that Game was inspired by a short piece I did for Esquire magazine years ago on the Kenneth and Shante Kimes murder of New York socialite Irene Silverman. Similarly, Paradise had its roots in my story Switchback, which appeared in the wonderful Ellery Queen mystery magazine about 15 years ago. I'd be curious to know what any of you think of the twist that ends Paradise now. It's one of my all-time favorites. I should mention, too, that one thing I like about short stories is that they allow an author to step out of genre more easily than novels do. I believe in brand identification, a lofty corporate way of saying you must make sure your audience knows what they're getting when they buy your fiction. My readers enjoy my thrillers, so I'll continue to produce crime novels rather than fantasy or science fiction. Short stories, though, involve a more modest commitment on the part of readers, so I can easily slip out of category briefly with a story or two while assuring fans that my next novel will be filled with the murder and mayhem they've come to expect from me. Two stories in this collection, The Therapist and Forever, are genre benders, bordering on the occult. Or are they? Welcome to this, the third collection of my short fiction. The first two anthologies were entitled Twisted and More Twisted. In casting about for a name for this volume, I decided to move away from that theme, what was left anyway, excessively twisted, son of twisted. I opted for a similar yet fresh phrase, one that clearly describes many of the characters we meet in these pages, and some would suggest the author as well. I'd take that as a compliment. J.D.
Fast. They were just about to see the octopus when she received a text alerting her that 200 people were going to die in 2 hours. Kathryn Dance rarely received texts marked with exclamation points. The law enforcement community tended not to punctuate with emotion, so she read it immediately, then called her office via speed dial 3. "Boss!" The young man's voice spilled from her iPhone. "Details, TJ?" Over their heads. "Will the ticket holders for the 1:30 exhibition make their way inside, please?" "Mom!" The little girl's voice was urgent. "That's us!" "Hold on a second, honey." Then into the phone. "Go on." TJ Scanlon said, "Sorry, boss. This is bad. On the wire from up north." "Mom!" "Let me talk, Mags." "Long story short, Alameda was monitoring this domestic separatist outfit planning an attack up there." "I know. Brothers of Liberty based in Oakland, white supremacists, anti-government. Osmond Carter, their leader, was arrested last week, and they threatened retaliation if he's not released." "You knew that? You read the statewide dailies, TJ?" "Mean to." "The Monterey Bay Aquarium is pleased to host the largest specimen of Enteroctopus doflani on exhibit in the Northern California area, weighing in at 121 pounds. We know you're going to enjoy viewing our visiting guest in his specially created habitat." "Okay, what's the story?" Dance persisted into the phone as she and her children edged closer to the exhibit hall. They'd waited 45 minutes. Who would have thought octopi would be such a big draw? TJ said, "Everybody believed they were going to hit somewhere up there, Alameda, Contra Costa, San Fran. But maybe there was too much heat. Oakland PD had a CI inside the group, and he said 2 of their people came down here, set up something, and—" She interrupted. "Set up something, what does that mean?" "An attack of some kind. He doesn't know what exactly. Maybe an IED, maybe chemical. Probably not bio, but could be. But the number of victims is for sure what I texted you. 200 plus or minus. That's confirmed. And whatever it is, it's up and running. The perps said it, and they were headed back. The CI said 4 p.m. is when the attack goes down." 2.5 hours. A little less. Lord. "No idea of the victim's location?" TJ Scanlon offered. "None." "But you said they were headed back." "Right, we caught a break. There's a chance we can nail them."